Captain, my captain.
Indeed. All right, so that would be the end of part 1 of special features. Like, I don't remember how many we've done with this. So that is us signing off for part 1, and now we're starting part 2.
Hey!
Hi. Welcome back. This is part 2 of our special features for this 4-month interjection. I think we'll just jump right into it since it's been forever.
Yeah.
Taylor, go ahead.
Alright. Well, I will continue mainly with as in the last part, my family video finds. Bought the Butler. It really, I think this one's pretty dang long. It's not, it's 132 minutes, but it felt really long when I was watching it.
Did you like it?
It was alright.
Yeah, thank you.
It just felt really, really long, and that was my problem with it. It was just like, anytime you guys could stop this, it would be great.
If I felt that Lee Daniels is going for more of like a negative tone on Forrest Whitaker's part because he just answers to everybody, I feel like then I would have liked it more. But it seemed like he praised him for being the butler. I mean, I get that's his job and everything, but like, man, did he infuriated me a lot of the times. And maybe that's what he's going for, and I just didn't understand it. But like, dude, the butler was a miss for me. Dude, it was not.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's alright. It was one of those films where I'm sitting there, I'm like, is it over? And you can cut it off now.
Oprah was good. I liked Oprah.
It was
and then come on, the dude from Empire.
Oh, Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, yeah, he's pretty. I liked him in him. He was a scumbag.
He wasn't in it for very long.
No, but he was still good.
And then another film video find, $5. Bought 22 Jump Street.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. I had a really great time watching it. I enjoyed the first one too. It's essentially the same thing, and they understand that fact though.
They pointed out at least 17 times where they're just like, they make fun of the fact that it's going to be like the exact same movie.
I have this hatred for Channing Tatum. I'm so against the dude. There's probably something that I just don't like him because it's like I don't want him to thrive. It's like Julian Edelman. Like I feel like I just don't want that dude to be good because he's a little white guy. The same thing with Wes Welker until he joined the Broncos. Then I was like, oh, okay, I can handle him. But something about Channing Tatum where I'm just so against the guy, and I think I've seen movies that I actually enjoy with him in it, but I just don't want him to be good.
See, I'm turning towards. I really like Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
in most of the movies that I've seen him in.
I don't find a problem with him. I haven't watched a good portion of his stuff though. I haven't watched Magic Mike or Magic Mike 2, but it's just I still like Tatum, and that movie was just funny. And
he's weirdly like the more comedic person in that movie than Jonah Hill. Like even in the first one, like I laughed harder at like when Channing Tatum was trying to be funny than when Jonah Hill was.
Well, I think one of my favorite parts in there is when he's just like yelling about Jonah Hill sleeping with Ice Cube's daughter in there, and he's just running around the place yelling and high-fiving.
He's just like the prototypical bro, and they play on it so hard, and it's just super funny.
And then I bought it. I bought the new TMNT. I didn't think it's as bad as what people say. Yes, there are problems with it, but I don't think it's that bad overall.
I watched it actually on Netflix, and the origin part I think I liked, but April O'Neil I thought was crap.
April O'Neil was not good. Most of the humans were kind of blah.
Yeah.
I
had more issues, but I just forgot about it after I watched it. I watched it, I was like, forget it.
Like, Shredder was alright, but I wasn't a huge fan of the giant mech suit that they kind of put him into.
Yeah.
Like, it was alright. He looked like Shredder for the most part. Like, it was just a major souped-up Shredder. But it's alright. It's nothing that's too amazing, but I think it takes more crap than it deserves. So,
no. It deserves all the crap it gets.
You watched it?
Yeah, I saw it in theater.
Man, I didn't even... I guess I paid for it in a way.
But I mean, okay, if you're looking at it compared to the other Turtles movies, because those were such gems.
Stay tuned for top 50.
Yeah, dude, this
you'll
clown.
be seeing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie in there.
They're not great. If you look back and rewatch the old movies, I
I
loved them
do.
as a kid, but they're not the greatest movies on earth. But moving on, Target had this for $5, so I picked it up. I enjoy Chris Farley movies, so
I
picked
don't,
it up.
man, there's something about Tommy Boy's okay. I mean, I'm not a huge Farley fan because all he does is just yell.
Well, it's
So you're not funny, man. Like, it's not funny.
It's a physical comedy with him for the most part, and a lot of people don't get
Yeah.
into physical comedy, so it can kind of kill some of that.
Yeah, I don't. Look, I think the guy, the Saturday Night Live stuff I think I like, but dude, the movie. Anyways, I'm just gonna piss people off. So.
I also bought. This was a family video. This was $7. Picked up. This Is Where I Leave You. I really enjoyed this movie when I watched it. I thought it was great. It just makes me enjoy Jason Bateman even more than I already did. He's great in just about everything that he does. Adam Driver's in there. He gives a good performance, although he's still goofy looking as all hell. And Tina Fey, right? Yeah, Tina Fey. I'm actually starting to really enjoy her as an actress.
She wasn't in the movie as much as she should have been.
Yeah, she should have been in there more.
She's a decent writer.
Yeah.
But I'm really starting to enjoy her a lot more as of late. So, recent buy, as I haven't even opened it yet, was from Best Buy. I bought the original Planet of the Apes with Charlton. I never get his name right. Charlton Heston. But good movie. Better than the Tim Burton one.
Dude, I've been looking forward to getting the collection.
Oh.
Because for me, man, like, each one of those Planet of the Apes movies have, like, a lovable quality to them. Yeah.
I have the collection.
Oh, you have the collection?
Yeah, it was $20 when it came out to Walmart.
Dude,
I was wondering why your hand was raised.
Yeah,
it gets weird though.
It's
Like
like 5 movies.
the
for $20,
psychic
wasn't it?
ones, and then the humans living with the apes.
They definitely
It's
went
like,
on way too long.
They did, but like each one of them, like I watched it, man, in like 7th grade. I watched all of them in a row because it was on Encore.
Yeah.
And it was a day I'll never get back, but a day I won't forget either. So.
And then be my Studio Ghibli.
No, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
You called it Ghibli earlier, didn't you?
No, it's a Ghibli.
Oh,
Ghibli.
well, apparently
Okay.
my memory sucks.
Yeah, well, you didn't like Lawless and you bought it.
I liked Lawless and I
Or
bought it.
what was it? Never mind. Sorry.
I like all the movies I buy.
This is Castle in the Sky. It's another film from that company. You usually don't go wrong when you buy stuff from this. And I got this one for $13 because Best Buy had it on sale. So usually these are around $20, $25. So I bought it because it was on sale.
Yeah. I got mine that's what I was gonna say. I got the Best Buy one too. It was cheap. So
Yeah.
well, cheap.
Cheap for that
Yeah,
style.
Miyazaki did do this one. This one's a little different. It's one of the ones that I have to probably watch it like that, and I think I had to watch. What's the one? It's the one with like the giant pill bugs, and they're angry because the humans pollute and everything. Shia LaBeouf's in it. She flies around like this wind thing, this glider. I'll remember it later. So, but it's that one I had to watch again because I didn't remember it, and this one too. And now or maybe this one's what was Shia LaBeouf. No. I'll have to figure it out.
Moving on, bought the steelbook that Walmart had of Psycho before they got rid of it.
Yeah.
It was another Hitchcock to add to the other Hitchcocks. The unfortunate thing is because Walmart never takes care of their stuff, a lot of their film,
especially their associates.
Oh.
Shots fired!
Let's just allow them to get in banged up. There's a couple scratches on this, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean, it's still a decent steelbook for Psycho.
Oh man, I love Psycho, dude. Man, it's one of my favorites. Top 50. Watch it.
And I love this movie. I have a really good time with it. Two people on their phones.
Equilibrium?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Equilibrium with Christian Bale and Ty Diggs. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. Sean Bean's in it, and spoiler, he dies.
What?
Not Sean Bean. And he dies early, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes in, he's dead. So, it's fun. It's another kind of action romp thing. So, I ended up buying Godzilla as well, the new one.
Nice.
But I really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a giant monster. I felt like they could have had Godzilla in it for longer.
Well, I think every time I hear, I didn't really like the movie that much. I thought Godzilla was sweet, but every time I hear it, it sounds like they try to take like the Jaws approach and like hold them off, and so it makes it more scary. But it's like, dude, people want to see Godzilla.
Yeah, like people already know what Godzilla is when he comes into this. You go into the movie, and the movie you literally name Godzilla. You're gonna want to see him. Family Video for $4. Got Foxcatcher. I enjoyed this one. It's great.
I was okay with it. It was definitely weird at some parts that like really like got me out of the movie.
I thought it was great performances from the main three in there, though.
Oh, for sure.
It
was just there was like a weird like semi-rape scene that was just kind of like it wasn't actually like he wasn't actually like raping it, but it was like
the wrestling part.
Yeah, it was they were like simulating it. It was just like, oh, this is like super awkward right now. I need to like leave.
You can call me Eagle or Flying Eagle or whatever he says, dude. I saw it I saw it once in the theaters, but dude, that movie, I think people give it so much crap, and I think the main thing is people hated because Steve Carell got nominated for like Best Supporting or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think he got nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah, it was Best Actor, and Ruffalo got nominated for Best Supporting.
Yeah, and it's like they're like, oh, they just glue a nose on him, and that's it. Dude, he was creepy, man. He was seriously creepy.
Definitely came up.
Yes, Carell.
I didn't know the story. Did you know the story going into it?
I had no idea about the actual story.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Like, near the end of it, and you see what happens between some of the characters.
Dude, I definitely gotta get my hands on that one because I enjoyed it. Dude, the dark, dude, there's always overcast skies. It's always gloomy, you know, and it's so sweet.
It was to me, I really enjoyed Tatum. I thought Tatum stood out more than some of them in there.
I think so.
But this one, I went and I bought a little, like a month or so after you talked about like where you bought this from, buying it from Barnes Noble for like $5, and then of course I got the discount on it and everything. So, and I watched it for the first time too, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought it still stood up today for the actual ending and everything.
You didn't know the ending going into it, did you?
Nope. I stayed away from like every spoiler possible. Don't know how for the past 7 years since this came out, or is that longer?
I think it's longer.
2001.
Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah.
But I managed to avoid spoilers for 14 years on a movie. That is
I knew it right away when they told people were just gabbing about it. It's like, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone else who hasn't seen it, but yeah, but I even knowing the ending, like I still had doubts that it was true.
Overall, it's one of the best horror films I've seen in a long time because it's the atmosphere that they create with the building, with the weather that they have, and everything that just goes on. It just creates such a great atmosphere overall.
Yeah, it just flips the script on like horror movies, or suspense thrillers or whatever. Which to me, it was awesome. It gets a bit dry at times, but
a little bit. But overall, I felt it kept going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
More Family Video stuff. This one was $5. Bought Kingsman. Finally watched it about 2 weeks ago. I enjoyed it. It's not the greatest thing on earth, but probably my favorite part about it is the church scene in there where Colin Firth is just going crazy. I thought that was great. But it became a problem later on with some of the fights because it gets so disorienting, the way they were doing the camera work in that. I just felt it was disorienting and you just couldn't tell where some stuff was at points in time. So
it still throws me for a loop a little bit. Like, I enjoy it, and there's, like you said, there's parts where I actually really like, and then the other parts it's like, you know. But I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards I like it, but it's just for some reason I'm just stuck in the middle with it.
$7 on Black Friday.
Kingsman?
Yep.
Not worth it.
I'm probably gonna get it, but
I'm not gonna buy it.
oh. Again, family video, under $5. I bought Riddick. I already own Chronicles and Pitch Black, and I really enjoyed Pitch Black's one of my favorite like sci-fi films. Chronicles of Riddick was good as well. This one, I wasn't as big on it because it didn't feel like a Riddick movie for half of it. Like, it didn't feel like a Riddick film until about halfway through, because the first part of it, he seemed kind of weak, more or less. So, but again, family video, under $5. Picked up Nightcrawler. It's a good movie. Not great. It's more for the performance of Gyllenhaal that I bought this movie. Because he just does such a great job in here. Gyllenhaal is a great actor, and he's got such a good range.
Bubba Boy. Great Bubba Boy.
But yeah, picked up that one. This one was $6 at Best Buy. Picked up the original Halloween. It was great movie, great film, and one of the kind of originals, so. And finally, another Barnes & Noble find that I got for under $5 because of discounts and that. I love Last Action Hero. I like Arnold, so.
This guy over here on his phone.
Oh.
I'm trying to buy a sweater.
Why?
Nope, didn't do it. Okay. Fine, full attention.
Yeah, now that he's
Yeah,
done.
now
that it's
His
finally
list is done.
Yeah. But, alright. Move on to
Alright. Well, let's just get this rant out of the way because this is a good one. Boyhood, $6.99. Okay? So what do I do when I go to Half Price Books is go to the Blu-ray section, check it out, laugh at most of their prices,
God, yeah.
and then I see Boyhood and I'm thinking, okay, well, let's see it, because I don't want to pay full price for it for some reason or another. So I look at it, $6.99. I'm thinking, okay, you always have, I'm telling you right now, you always have to do this at half price, is if they have more than one copy, look at all the copies, because they might have a different price on the other ones. The other one was listed at like $15. Can you believe that? I got this for $7. It was half the price of the one sitting next to it. Unbelievable, man. And I think, I got everything with it. I got the Blu-ray, digital, and DVD for the $7. And then the next one was the same thing, the same exact cover, everything. And I looked to make sure, and it was $15. So either they messed up or they just have a scam running there because, But whatever. I got a steal from Half Price, which is awesome. The next one I'll go with is... Where did I get this from? Oh, I think I got this from Target. And I'm going to do 1 minute inspiration on Frank Capra. So stay tuned for that. It's just voice work. A nice little paragraph write-up about Capra and his movies and just the guy himself. So Mr. Smith Goes to Washington is a movie that I saw once, I think, and decided to buy it and watch it again. And it's good because of how Capra portrays, his beliefs and everything into the movie, and it's entertaining to watch. And I love Jimmy Stewart, so Mr. Smith. Here's one that Trace loves, Moon. I got this baby at Barnes & Noble for 40% off. plus the 10%. So this thing was less than $10 for me. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Moon. I've seen it before. Didn't really remember it. Watched it again. Did you guys like it?
I enjoyed it. I think part of mine is I really enjoy Sam Rockwell most
Yeah.
of the time, so that helped me along with the movie.
He's good in it. Did you like
I
it?
believe we've talked about my like for Moon in one of the previous episodes of Special Features,
Oh, sorry.
which is fine.
Well,
Watch those.
yeah, well, yeah, it's good. The moon stuff is good. Like the little on the moon stuff is good.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me for as Trace talked about it very passionately, and that's why I picked it up to watch it again. And I guess it just didn't hit me as well as he did. Although I do enjoy the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Criterion's got it on the new sale. Fantastic Mr. Fox. This has slowly become one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies.
I think that's the only Wes Anderson movie I haven't been able to make it through.
You didn't like it?
I couldn't get into it.
Oh man, like most of the Criterions, they're usually blind buys or just impulse buys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
This
man,
is a huge case.
dude, it comes with so much stuff, and I kept this little sticky thing on there, and a huge booklet. It comes with 3 discs. I think it's DVD, and then I have the supplements on another disc, and then I have the Blu-ray, and this huge fat booklet, which I think normally with the Wes Anderson movies, it's like the director's approved copy,
Mm-hmm.
but man, I love this movie. After I watched it, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop talking about it, and it's obviously it's weird and stuff. But boy, I'm not a huge comedy guy, but I laughed quite a few times. Just like when the cousin is the young fox forces the cousin to sleep under that train set table, and the kid starts crying. And I don't know why, maybe I just done it before, but like he just flips on the flashlight and like shines it down at him and he just gets pissed because he's down there crying. It's like, well, you forced him to sleep underneath the table and you made fun of his dad for being like sick or something. But anyway, Fantastic Mr. Fox, watch it. Do it. And then I went on a Alfred Hitchcock binge, which I loved both of these movies. The Lady Vanishes and The Man Who Knew Too Much. Hitchcock remade The Man Who Knew Too Much with Jimmy Stewart, which I probably would like a little bit better, but it was still good. Because this dude on the cover is really creepy. And I can't remember, Peter Lorre, I think his name is. And this is his first English-speaking role, and he's creepy. And the movie has some good humor in it, and it's really out there. And then The Lady Vanishes is another movie about being on a train, and this British woman helps out another lady, and then the lady just vanishes from the train. So she tries to figure out where the lady ended up going, and it's really simple but really awesome. It's got some early Hitchcock techniques in it, which is awesome, and it's so much fun to watch. And actually, I think this one of the supplements has Guillermo del Toro is interviewed about Hitchcock and The Man Who Knew Too Much, which was really fun to watch. I watched that one. And I haven't gotten any supplements on Lady Van. Wait, yes I have. Because they have a Truffaut. They have a Truffaut interview with Hitchcock, Truffaut, and then some lady who's obviously interpreting what Truffaut says because he's French. Mm-hmm. And then the last one I got was Truffaut's Day for Night, which I've actually watched before, but because it came out recently, I wanted to get it. And this is about Francois Truffaut is the director of a film within this film, and it has drama from the main actor being he's got like some nervous breakdown. The actress is some cougar or something like that. There's a bunch of drama that goes on while he's trying to create this film. And the opening sequence in this movie is one of my favorites of all time. So that's Day for Night. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm going to watch it fairly soon here. So that does it for me.
First I have Z for Zachariah. I really like. I think I've said this before. I like movies where the cast is small. This is literally 3 people in the movie. Post-apocalyptic. Shut up. Post-apocalyptic movie where kind of a post-apocalyptic love story in most of it. Great acting from everyone. Just it's a bit slow, as I think I've talked with Trace about, but I like it. It's a good movie. Next, I have a cult classic, the Rory.
Wow.
You got the Mondo poster?
The what?
Said it came with a Mondo poster.
No, it's probably right there.
Sweet. Oh, poster my ass.
All right.
Oh, poster card.
The next one is cult classic, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just a fun movie, a bit weird, kind of uncomfortable at some points, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
You love this movie?
No, I really enjoy Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's a really good movie.
One of the few musicals I'll actually watch.
Yeah. Solid musical. Good scenes. Weird cult following.
Dude, friggin' Tim Curry's just the weirdest dude in there.
Yeah. I think they're remaking it for like a TV show or something, and it's just like
Why?
they keep trying to do it. They did it for Glee, and it was terrible, and it's just I don't know. Next, I have L.A. Confidential, which I think I got for $5 at Best Buy.
It's a good movie.
It is a really good movie. Good acting from I think everyone in the cast. Guy Pearce and Russell Crowe stand out because they're the main 2 characters, but both, I don't believe either of them are American, and they have some pretty tight American accents in that. This is probably one of my favorite movies that came out this year, if not my favorite movie that came out this year. It's dope. Great music, great acting, great comedy, just great in general, in my opinion. Some stellar acting from people who don't normally act. A$AP Rocky's in there. He's not in it for very long, but he does some pretty decent acting for someone who's not, an actor. Even he's a rapper. Just a good movie. Next, I have Spy, which is probably one of the only Melissa McCarthy movies I actually enjoyed. And that's probably just because it has a strong supporting cast with Jason Statham playing himself, more or less, or like a caricature of him in all his movies. I'm gonna stop talking pretty soon. Rose Byrne did an okay job. I mean, she didn't add anything to the movie, and then Jude Law, the parts he was in, were pretty funny. I mean,
I just can't get into Melissa McCarthy. The only film I've actually enjoyed with her in it was St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
This movie, I think, it starts out with her. She's annoying, she's this goody two shoe character, but then she halfway through the movie she switches, she turns on a switch in her brain or something, and goes bat crap crazy.
I flipped out the camera. You can say shit.
Okay. She goes batshit crazy, and she just becomes this super hilarious badass. I mean, it is awesome. Next, I have Cop Car, featuring Kevin Bacon, and
I heard it's a ripoff of Mud. Or no. What's the one with oh my god, Nicolas Cage, Joe.
Oh, I didn't see
It's
Joe,
a
so
ripoff
I had no
of
idea.
Watch Joe. I enjoyed that film.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't great, I
think when it came out, it was $12, so I didn't have a problem buying it.
I mean, Kevin Bacon does have an impressive mustache in there.
He does, and it's just an entertaining movie. Shout out to Chris Knudsen. He was just talking about this the other night. He said it's one of his favorite movies of the year.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's a bold statement.
He's going to be watching this later. and he's gonna know we're talking about him.
Newt and you're a fool.
All right. Next, I have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I watched this movie when I think we were in middle school and really liked it. And then I've watched it like 2 or 3 times since then, and I still really like it. Martin Freeman before Sherlock and the Hobbit, Sam Rockwell, Mos Def, Zoe Deschanel.
Most have.
I think Alan Rickman is the robot.
Yep.
Just like great comedy. It's not as good as the book, but it still has its moments.
Yeah, it's a fun movie to watch.
All right. So I have a couple movies. Here, I'll just grab them. That came from the Disney Movie Club. First is Up. Because
hey, what's the old man's name?
I have no idea. I think Walter or something.
Yeah. That's what you asked. That's what you asked Taylor.
Carl.
Yeah, dude. You asked Taylor that on the Real Frame of Mind.
He didn't know.
And you didn't know either.
Because I just looked on the back and it's Carl.
I knew it was Carl.
I never claimed to know.
That's another question.
I believe I actually said on the Real Frame of Mind that I didn't know his name.
Okay.
So you know, suck it.
We'll see.
It's a good movie. Not my favorite Disney movie, but definitely, or Pixar. Sorry, Disney Pixar. But still, really, really good movie. And plus, I got it mainly because I'm pretty sure Up is like $30 everywhere.
Pretty much.
So getting it for $1 or 25 cents as it was, I was like, jackpot. But you know, kind of screwed myself.
Yeah, you'll end up being paying for that.
Yeah,
dude.
I'll be paying more for it once I get done with all my. Anyway, I got High Fidelity, also from the Disney Movie Club, because this is apparently a Disney movie.
No, they have weird titles on there for some reason or other.
Yeah.
They might have their.
I was like just looking through.
Look
and it's like,
look which company did it, and they probably own it.
Touchstone.
They could have, they could have like it was like a mid-major or whatever.
This is a really good movie though. This is. You don't know her. Frances Perkins showed that movie in my intro to film class. That was
Troy loved it too.
Yeah, the first movie she made us watch was High Fidelity, and I was just in the back, just rolling because of Jack Black, and just him and John Cusack were just amazing. And movie Scott loves, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Top 50.
Top 50. Watch it. I don't think I can really say anything that you didn't say during that, so we'll just move on. It's a good movie. Relatively new, or not even relatively new. Inside Out.
That's gonna be, dude. That thing's gonna be like less than $10, or $10 on Black Friday.
I know. I'm gonna stop buying movies when they come out.
That's this close to Black Friday.
Yeah.
Just in general, because I can wait like a year and it'll be like half price.
Yeah, some of you can't wait.
If you just wait for a little while, if there's movies you can wait for, look at Family Video, because they run a bunch of sales.
I've just been like hating you this entire time. Like, oh my god, you got a movie for $5? Like, I'm so lucky when I do that. Like this. Pretty sure I got it for super cheap. Mud. Just a good movie. It's a fun movie. Not like anything new, or
I thought Mud was great.
I super good movie. It's
that Nickel guy who did it.
McConaughey is really moving up on my favorite actors
Jeff
list.
Yeah,
he's just been throwing stuff out. That's
I feel like this was like the turn for him. Like, because this came out I think a little bit before Dallas Buyers Club, and then Interstellar after that. And it was like the turn from being a rom-com actor into like a serious dramatic actor.
I don't know. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy Mud on just a cinematic level and just loving, a movie. I think it's great.
Good storytelling. It's kind of like on par. It's a more grounded version of like Big Fish, where like there's these like out there stories about this dude, or he's telling these kids these stories about himself, but like they're not as fantastical as like Big Fish was, but still like in the same area. All right, I have The Gift, which I watched one night and then bought immediately the next day. A really, really good thriller. Super depressing, and surprising twist ending to it.
So Edgerton did a good job directing
Yes,
it.
he did a really good job directing it. He is super creepy in the movie. Bateman's kind of a shithead in the movie, and I don't really like Rebecca Hall.
is.
Yeah, I don't really like Rebecca Hall in the movie, so and it was just so well done that I connected with all the characters nonetheless, even though I didn't really like any of them. I believe you have this already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about this already.
Like, I still just can't pull the trigger. Like, I've seen it so many times, and I want that, but I just can't pull the trigger to buy it.
I forget, it was at Best Buy for super cheap. So
Yeah, dude, when it came out, I got it for like $10.
Yeah, see, I didn't buy it when it came out, and when they were having the actual sales, so since then, all I've seen it for is like $20, and I just can't pull the trigger
Yeah,
on it.
it was that day I went to Best Buy with Trace on my break, and it was just there, and I was like, oh, okay, got that in LA Confidential. And The Land Before Time, that came out on DVD and Blu-ray. I think it was just Blu-ray. Taylor gave me shit for buying it.
It's because it's like a 30-year-old animated film that Blu-ray literally does nothing for.
I don't think Blu-ray does anything for any 30-year-old movie, but people still buy them.
Yeah. But
No, I think it
Speaking
does.
of-
I think it does. Hold on. Name 5 characters.
No, shut up.
Yeah, see, I told you I had another one coming. You can't do it.
I think I can name most of them.
Okay.
Siski could.
Siski, I think he did.
Yeah.
Just on the front cover, it's Sarah Littlefoot, Petrie, Spike.
I like how she's the only one with a legitimate name. Well, Spike is kind of.
I don't see Ducky unless she's covered up by.
She's probably
something
covered up
there.
by this.
Yep.
No, she's on Spike's back. I can see her tail.
But that's the main 5, right?
Yeah.
Just
Well, dude, the easiest one to remember is Sharptooth.
I think he's in this one.
Sharptooth?
Oh, that's just the general name for the T-Rexes. That's right.
No, the little guy is Chomper.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's in the second one.
Yeah.
See, I remember my Land Before Time.
No, you didn't. Alright, get to the trilogy.
All right, Back to the Future trilogy. I already had the first one on DVD, but this came out, and I think it was $30. So I mean, $10 per.
On Black Friday.
It probably won't. We won't even have it on Black Friday.
Best Buy does.
Well, who's going to Best Buy on Black Friday?
I'm gonna try.
I mean, if you go on actual Friday, I'm sure it won't be that bad. But
That's what
Thursday when it opens.
I'm not going on Thursday. I'm no way.
Thursday will
Dude.
be
I'm
a
enjoying
hell.
my. Hey, did it come with that bonus documentary about it?
I think so. I think that was what I was just seeing in the end. Bonus disc.
What is the bonus disc?
The 2015 message from Doc Brown. Doc Brown saves the world. Out of time, restoring to the DeLorean. The DeLorean. Looking Back to the Future. Back to the Future, the animated series. 2 episodes.
2 episodes. I was gonna say they put the entire series in that.
And 2015 commercials.
That's it. Okay, so they don't have the documentary on it. Well, whatever.
I mean, you'd think they would add the documentary when you
Oh,
put on a
it's
set
kind of
like
a cool,
that.
cool thing. It's a book kind of case. I like it.
Yeah.
Dope stuff. All right, so that does it for
Part 2 of this special features.
Yeah. which we'll have an actual part to it later. So
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes,
What is it?
at Real Frame of Mind.
Subscribe to us.
Yep.
Si, senor.
Check us out with our Between Two Beards videos, our Real Frame of Mind videos, and of course special features here. There will be more videos coming on a more constant basis because we're just kind of trying to get into this. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more coming.
And for the love of God, comment.
Yeah,
Comment.
Chris.
Calling you out. What did you think about Back to the Future? Day for Night, Last Action Hero.
Any of the other movies?
Is
we
the
were
Maze
talking
Runner good?
How did you feel about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's going to create a
Do
lot
you
of hate
do you
through
think that
comments.
Damon buys these movies that he doesn't like, but then switches it to that he likes them? Because that's what I'm feeling from him.
about?
You better let me
literally said that
know.
I liked every movie, but that's fine.
Well, you're like, it's okay. It's okay. Ice Age
Yeah,
is
I can
just
still like a
forgettable.
movie that's. I didn't say it was forgettable.
You said it was. You said it.
Not
All right.
forgettable.
Yeah. See ya.
Look, it's on video, Damon.
Yeah. So was something else that I was arguing about earlier. I can't remember now.
Want me to come in there and read your bedtime story? Because I will. Say goodnight.
What?
It's from Shrek.